Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Just doing another video for you today, a bit longer video today. So first of all, just want to show you that anyone that is on SummerSlam 19, they have updated the daily login rewards. So now at the end, when you've been in, logging in for 28 days, you get a SummerSlam 19 mail card. So that has been updated. So obviously, that's nice to see for anyone that's going to be needing these cards once you get to this tier. So glad that they've managed to do that. Also, in today quests as well, they have released. Obviously, there's the LMS quest. I haven't been playing LMS, but gonna do on this video because they've brought out a Hall of Fame quest, which gets you one Titan to WrestleMania 35 and one Hall of Fame based on your top 8 rarity. So for SummerSlam 19 players, it's a 35 to a SummerSlam 19. So some of these, which they have brought out, I'll just take you to the Hall of Fame pack. So they've brought out a new China one, which is very good to see that she's getting some recognition again in this game, because obviously there's the only image that was previously done through the events, which I managed to get as a Heroic Pro. So I was really happy with that, and it'd be nice if I could get that card as well, because it's a really good card, and obviously with it being female, would be fantastic to put in the deck. Now, obviously, going to the throwback, those of you who aren't familiar with this superstar, because there's a few of these other throwbacks that have been put in as well. This is Matt Bloom, who is also known as A-Train, Tensei, which is shown on this card, who was also known as Prince Albert, which he had runs as tag team partners with X-Pac when he was in the X Factor with, I think, Just Incredible was in there as well, who was from ECW. And at the moment as well, he helps with the developmental side, with the Performance Center training up and comers, and obviously he's a great person that WWE has got in the ranks still. So really good to see that he's getting some recognition as well, getting some new cards. So we'll go to the have a quick look at the catalogue before we crack on working towards this quest. So if we go into the catalogue, basically, let's have a look. So there's the Big Show, which is a throwback card. You've obviously got China, which is the Hall of Fame. Throwback Fit Finlay, so that's good to see. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, so that'd be a good one to get. Honky Tonk Man, another classic one. Jim the Anvil Neidharts, it looks like they're going all out with the legends this time. Lex Luger as a throwback. Paige as a throwback. So, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. So that'd be a good one. Sin Cara, obviously Tensei, however you want to pronounce his name, wherever you are in the world. Let's see if they've done any for Cataclysm. I'm not sure. Brock Lesnar's there, but I don't know whether that's. I think that's from the previous ones. Same with Jerry the Kick. So no, it doesn't look. I think it's only for the SummerSlam 19 that they've brought some out. I might be wrong because I haven't got some of these other images, but I'm pretty sure that they aren't new ones. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I hold my hand up, but because I haven't revealed them yet. So let's go to the quest. So basically, I've got to go undefeated in Money in the Bank games. So I've got to go undefeated in 5 of those. Next ones is play at a last man standing or Money in the Bank game. So I've got to do 20 of those. Currently done 3, and 3 of the undefeated so far. Perfect Pro card, which is easy. It doesn't have to be one of your top cards. You can do this on an elite or hardened, which I'll be looking at doing. And reset the draft board by pulling a card of ultimate rarity or higher, 12 of those. So I've already done that one. So let's jump into Money in the Bank. Let's crack on with this. So we've got two of these bouts ready to go. So we'll quickly smash through these. And obviously with this, using it as a demonstration video to show you how to do these quests. So as you can see, my deck is quite balanced. So what I do is, I should be able to get maximum points anyway. So get rid of Jeff Hardy, go for Xavier Woods, and absolutely smash through these games as quick as I can for you guys. So that is that first one done. Again, Cataclysm. So I always save my heroic pros till the last 2 bouts, because sometimes you come up against stronger cards. Not always, but usually some of the time. So we'll see what we get. Obviously started the TBG as well early hours this morning, so I've got to be as quick as I can with this quest, because I need to get back on focusing on getting my charges for TBG for the team, so we get fully maxed up. So as you can see, on this one, I'm getting maximum points due to the strength of my deck. But basically, a way for you guys to do undefeated is, if you've got a very balanced deck, got high cards, got event cards, put your momentum slots on. If you haven't got that many event cards, then put your momentum slots on your lower cards, and obviously go for the lower points. So if it's like the orange one, which I think is 3 points, or the blue one, which is like 4 points, go for them first, then go for the gold, and just work your way up from there. Just go for the lowest, weakest cards that you can, and that way you should be able to get the undefeated games. It might take a couple of times. It's not guaranteed that you'll do it every single time, but it is a very good way of doing it. So you will get maximum undefeated. Sorry, not maximum. So undefeated games, and that way it helps you to do your quests a lot quicker. So like I say, always go for the lowest ones, the lowest points. If your deck's not that great. Like there's a blue one there, so if you, for instance, you had a bit of a weaker deck, start with a blue one, work up. It might be like an orange or a blue one next, go for that again, and then it'll work up to gold. So go for your golds. Stay away from the silvers, because those are the highest points, and when you keep going for those, obviously you'll come against stronger cards. If you do it that other way, you'll come against weaker cards. So just have a blast at it, see what you think, and hopefully it'll work for you, and you can get those undefeated matches and get the games completed to do the quest. Also with this as well, when you've used your bouts up, use your ads, your videos to get you extra bouts, because obviously you need them to get these quests done and to get your rewards. There's a lot going on, obviously, in the game at the moment, again, because you've got LMS. If you've got TBGs on, like myself, you've got your TBG to do. And there's obviously the current modes, Wild, and I can't think which one it is. Oh, it's a Elimination Chamber as well. So there's plenty to go at the moment. Obviously, do your games and get, grind as much as you can before the season finishes. a lot of people might be calming down as well now, not playing the game as much, because with the season coming to a close over the next few weeks, people are finding that there's not a lot left to do in this game. But you know, as long as the game's running, I'll always be playing, because I enjoy the game and want to get new cards as often as I can when I can, to try and show you guys new content, and obviously fill my deck up and get it stronger, you know, with new females and stuff. So as you can see, I've just done them 2 games, so going undefeated in a Money in the Bank game. So that one's now done. I've got 5 on player last man standing or Money in the Bank. I need Perfect Pro card. So let's see if I can Perfect Pro a card. I'm not sure whether I can. No, not at the moment. So I need to get that sorted. In fact, not going to need this Jeff Hardy. But I've currently got that in Wild Deck and Wild Deck. So that Jeff Hardy isn't going to be of any use to me. So what I will do is I will swap him out. Just put Kurt Angle in, just for the sake of getting him in, until I sort my my Wild Deck out again, to train some more cards up. So now if I go there, I've fully ranked them up, maximum stats. So Perfect Pro that, and there you go, Perfect Pro. So that challenge is now done for the quest, because basically that Jeff Hardy I'm only going to use for fusion anyway, not going to need it. So now I need to play 15 games. So let's start on last man standing. Like I say, I've barely touched this. I just did a little bit for the video yesterday. Not really bothered about it. So I've got a block on, and let's just try and smash through this as quick as we can. So obviously, like I was saying yesterday, with the strength of my deck, I don't need to bank points. Just absolutely fly through this. And I've decided I'm not going for the Undertaker card, because of it being I think it's a left arrow. Can't remember whether it's left or right now. Blue arrow, and it's not gonna benefit me for the amount of hours that I'd have to put in to get it. So there's just no point. I might as well just casual play, get my TBG done, play Elimination Chamber and Wild, and just focus on that really. Try and get some LP points up, because that's more beneficial to me. Also, it's just actually reminded me. Actually, I'll just show you something else about the Hall of Fame and the throwback cards after I've just done this match in Last Man Standing, because they have actually released some more in the LP store of the current cards. So they've replaced, like, you had Kushida and as a SummerSlam 19 and a few others from previous, obviously other tiers for you guys to use your LP points on if you need them for like pros or new cards. So I will get to that in a moment. I think from memory the SummerSlam 19 was I'm sure it was Lex Luger. I think it was either Sting or Stone Cold for the WrestleMania 35. So we will see in a moment what we've got. All these cards are just absolutely useless. So there you see, I've done another arena. These are very easy at the moment. So I'll just quickly go to Elimination Chamber, rewards. So in the LP store, Lex Luger is the throwback. So that will cost you 8,400 or 16,800 for the Pro. Down arrow, so that will be very useful for anyone that can get that, especially as a Pro, because down arrows seem to be, on the yellow ones, seem to be the hardest, well, seem to be the hardest cards for me anyway, to get pros of at a decent end anyway. Macho Man, Cataclysm, so I've got him as a single previously. Sting, so yeah, that's a good one. Already got one of that. Psycho Sid, so that's your shattered one, and obviously there is a new card back as well because they've updated it, so it's Undisputed Gold. And obviously Undisputed Era are doing really well in NXT at the moment. Last time I watched, they currently have all the belts, the North American, the tag team, and obviously the NXT belt. So obviously nice new card back for anyone that is interested in that. So now we will jump back into Last Man Standing and see how much we can get of this done and get this quest done, so I can show you guys the rewards. So let me know as well with your progress how well you guys are doing. If you're playing LMS, if you're going for the card, what rank you currently are. If you're struggling with the event, what you're struggling on. Elimination Chamber, how well you're doing on that, how many momentum slots you've got. If you've got any new pulls, obviously with the Over the Limit is finished now. A few people have commented what they got, so it was good to see a few people have got some good cards, some not as lucky as others. But you know, end of the day, it's the free packs, so it's all pot luck. You get what you get. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. It's just the nature of this game. But the more you play it, you know, the greater the rewards. Because that's what I do. I just absolutely hammer this game as much as I can. That's the only way. Obviously, I've spent credits as well along the way when I've done it, but the amount of hours that I've put into this game, to say I started it in season 3, I think I've done quite well really to get to as much as what I've got really, and. Like the Halloween Fusion Reanimator, that's all finished now as well, and had absolutely fantastic luck with that. Got a lot of pros that were useful, especially the Alexa Bliss ones. Obviously got all the Jeff Hardys. I think got 5 Jeff Hardy pros altogether, and 2 or 3 Pete Dunnes. I can't even remember how many I got altogether, but I got a lot more than I expected anyway. So that's another thing to think about when the next lot of fusions come round. It might be spring now. When they do, I don't know whether they'll do one at Christmas time or not, because they do sometimes do the special cards, but they're I can't remember what tends to happen at Christmas. So on this one now, we're up to 2 obstacles. So what I will do now, instead of actually using a block, I will use reveal. So would you like to reveal 3 obstacles? Obviously, there's not 3, there's 2. But what some people do is they'll use a block. Once that block's gone, they'll use a heart, lose a heart if they don't hit the other obstacle, and possibly lose points. But I'm just playing it as it is, really. Just want to show you guys what needs to be done. So as you can see now, I'm getting against stronger cards. So what I will also do now, actually, I will put a block on just in case. Shouldn't need to, but just put one on. So female tag team. Now, as you can see, the cards I'm against is still a lot lower, but stranger things have happened in this game that made lose bouts before. And obviously, I showed you yesterday in the video. If you don't put your block on and an obstacle hits you, then you lose your points. And also the downtime, if you get out of arenas, is half an hour. It did actually used to be, in some cases, an hour. I'm not sure if that's still the case if you get further on into the game. But Ricochet was the last one I went for, which you can see in my deck. And I have to say, I'm not a massive fan of LMS. Never have been. I've only got a couple of cards, 2 or 3 cards out of it before, because I just think for the points required to get a really good card is usually ridiculous for one that will at least last you a good couple of seasons anyway, because you need to be at least in the top, I'd say top 1,000 really, to have one that's going to really benefit you, unless you're a bit lower tier and you're lucky enough to get a high one. But the Ricochet one I've got, I'd imagine that next season, depending on how stats work out, will start fading away with the stats as the cards get stronger and stronger every time a new tier comes out, basically. So I might get another tier out of it. I might get 2 tiers out of it at a push. If I do, happy days, then it will well worth getting. But I'm imagining that I will get one more tier out of it. So also as well, just obviously whilst Rey Mysterio popped up then as well, if you guys have been doing any fusions as well to try and get up to SummerSlam 19, if you haven't already got there, or even if you are on SummerSlam 19, let me know what fusions you've been getting, or you know, even on the lower tiers, what fusions you've been getting that's hopefully a new cards or helping you out, helping you climb these tiers. I know a few people are struggling to get from like WrestleMania 35 to Cataclysm, but don't worry, just keep trying your best, just keep plugging away. As this season gets towards the end as well, if you do buy packs, save your credits for towards the end of the season, because as it gets closer and closer to the end, there'll be a lot more special offers and probably a lot more content in the packs that you can get to help you boost up to the tier, because in a way they've been trying to get people to climb up the tiers with these reanimator packs and stuff, because from what I've seen, especially like on Twitter and stuff, people have jumped up. Like, I've managed to get my son from Shattered Plus Plus to SummerSlam 19 in the space of a month, and that's just through playing the game as much as I can for him when I haven't been playing my own, and doing these reanimator quests. Managed to get him I think it was 4 SummerSlam 19 pros out of it, so I passed a bit of my luck onto him, and he's climbed massively, and really grateful for that. So I've got him in my team, and we are helping him with the team ring dom as well, and he did quite a lot of it himself and absolutely smashed it. So really happy for him. And you know, if you guys obviously keep plugging away at it, there is light at the end of the tunnel. So do carry on with the game. It's just it can be very frustrating when you lower tier and you think, oh, there's so many people doing so well, but if you keep playing the game, your time will come, and you know, it's all about finding a good team as well, being around good people in the game, because if you're around active people and you're active yourself, then you'll get places in this game. You'll get the rewards that you deserve, and I just love this game. In all honesty, it's I've never been massive fans of mobile games really before, because it's mainly mobile that I play on. But I do from time to time play it on the iPad. I don't play it on a CPU desktop or anything. I just play it as it is. But I've really enjoyed it. I'm obviously a massive fan of just wrestling itself, really. Obviously, WWF and WCW were the ones that I grew up with the legends like Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart, etc., Undertaker, and all that. And I do prefer the old school type than the current roster at the moment, but I do have a few of my favourites at the moment. The main one is The Fiend, which I'm not saying any spoilers at the moment, but if you haven't, watch Crown Jewel and you'll be happy like I am. Also, Braun Strowman, he's another one of my favourites, but I do feel that he's not. They kept giving him really big pushes, making him out to be this monster among men, absolutely amazing big guy that they'd built up so well, and then they just stopped, and just the creative side to his character, I have to say, is terrible. Like when he was pulling down the backstage and stuff like that against Brock Lesnar, they built him out to be this unstoppable character, and then they don't do anything with him. Like this Tyson Fury thing, it's all about money. It's nothing that's like people have gone, whoa, I really want to see that. It's not. It's boring. There was nothing special about it. The whole thing, in my opinion, was an absolute waste of time. Why build up someone that's going to be a dominant superstar, and then you might as well have just sent him to NXT for 2 months, 3 months or something, and get him to do something down there than what they've done with him, really, because that seems to be what happens when people go to NXT. They seem to make a name for themselves again and re-establish the character. And I think basically what they've got to do with Braun is make him the guy like he was in the Wyatt family, the guy that people feared to face, and give him a bit of a title run, or at least get him involved in that sort of picture again. And it's just so it's frustrating. But the problem that they've got is they've got that many superstars now, and obviously with AEW coming now, they're reluctant to let people go, and I wouldn't like to say how many people they've got on the books. I'd imagine there's probably 250 superstars now that they've got across the brands, and trying to keep people happy with that many people on your books is going to be very, very difficult. And people get unsettled, they want to leave, and they won't let them leave. They're trying to give them bigger contracts, longer contracts, and giving them stupid amount of money to keep them there. But you only live once. There's opportunities out there. Look at look at what Cody Rhodes did for himself on the Indies. He went out there, re-established himself, and he's one of the hottest wrestlers on the planet now, really, with what he's done for himself. So there is obviously opportunities out there for these guys, and it's like with the Revival, they had a bit of a kick-off. They were, I don't know what their update is at the moment, whether they're going to sign new contracts or whatnot, but they filed for a trademark for the Revival, so I don't think they've got long-term plans, but you know, they soon put the belts on them and stuff, so trying to keep them happy. So it'd be interesting to see how that progresses over the next 6 to 12 months, however long they've got left on the contract. Iconics, they're another one. They won the women's belts at WrestleMania last year, and since then they just ruined them. Basically, you don't really see much of them now. I think they're trying to like bring them back onto TV and do something with them, but they had the moment to like showcase themselves, and the creative side just ruined them. So, but like I say, there's a lot of talent out there. It's going to be interesting. There's a Kabuki Warriors now and stuff. So I'm glad that they give Asuka more TV time, because I think she's really talented, and she can. If you actually look at some videos that she does on YouTube, she did one at I think it was Japan Capcom a couple of months ago, and her English is actually not as bad as what people make out. She can actually speak English, and people understand what she's saying. So give her a bit more time on the mic, and let her cut some promos, because what they're doing now is letting her speak in the native language, and no one knows what she's saying, and it's not like it's subtitled or anything. So let's see how that turns out. And just going back to the Fiend, I think the Fiend is actually he's holding the fort really together at the moment, with a lot of disgruntled fans. A lot of people are only tuning in to WWE at the moment to see the Fiend, because they've lost that many fans over the years with changing things, and it's a lot more high flying now than what it has been before. Obviously good to see the technical side of stuff, and it's great to see like breakout stars like Ricochet playing the trade there, and giving us entertainment like that. But there's only so many times you can watch a guy do the same move, in my opinion. His matches are very repetitive, and you can pretty much tell what he's going to do before he does it. But it's the same with a lot of them, really. But that's what we're tuning in for, isn't it? End of the day, it's entertainment. So it's just popped up saying that we've done some of this quest, but I think that is the LMS quest that I've done. So I think I'm halfway through the Hall of Fame side of it. So I think I've got 10 arenas left to do. So just have a quick check. So if I go to quest. I've actually done Hall of Fame quest. So that is it, all finished. So that is happy days. I didn't think I'd I've done that all that quick, but there we go, it's done. So let's start off with the quest. So first of all, get reset. Reach draft board by pulling a card of ultimate rarity or higher. Support. Road case. So this probably means I'm not going to get SummerSlam 19. So we'll see. So 10 draft picks, and that is for perfect proing a card. So like I showed you how to do before I did with the Jeff Hardy. So player last man standing or money in the bank game. Enhancement. Shattered toughness. So this one credits going undefeated in the money in the bank game. So I think this will be 10 or 15. Oh, 25 credits. So that's good too. Always like credits. So moment of truth. Are we going to get SummerSlam 19? Be really nice if I can. Really could do with it because I want some of these new images. So let's have a look what we get. Eddie Guerrero. I think that's a pro. But 2 WrestleMania 35s, which, to be honest with you, are absolutely useless to me. No good. Huh. 2 Eddie Guerreros. So if it wasn't a pro, it is a pro now anyway. So I'll just show you the combinable. So WrestleMania 35, so I've got 3 of them. And they weren't anyway, so let's just get rid of that. So that's that pro. So that's another star for the catalogue. Disappointed that I got 2 WrestleMania 35s. I was hoping for at least a cataclysm. So I could have had a chance at possibly getting a new card, but end of the day, it's Eddie Guerrero Pro, so it's not the end of the world, but it is what it is. So that is how you can do the Hall of Fame quest. Sorry, it's been a bit of a grind, like, but that's how you basically play last man standing and vote like for the first few arenas anyway, and a bit of tips on money in the bank, and that is how you complete a quest. So I don't have anything else at the moment to go through. Currently, I might have something to show you here. So there you can see the person I'm against actually has got Honky Tonk Man SummerSlam 19. So you can't see the image fully, but that is just a little image of what you could get if you're lucky enough to get one. Let's just see if any of the others have got one. No, it doesn't look like it, no. So best of luck to you guys if you do any of these quests, and hopefully you get something decent out of it. Oh, I think that's a new one, Bailey. I'm not sure. So thanks a lot for all your thumbs up, and everyone that's been subscribing. Amazing feedback as well, and thank you very much for all the comments. Like I say, if you've got any questions or you want any tips or anything, please do ask, and I will try and help you out as much as I can. Have done some previous videos on some tips and stuff, so have a look through my catalogue of videos, because there's plenty of them that I've put on within the last month, because I only just started doing it just over a month ago. So thanks a lot. Anyone who's new to the channel, please do subscribe for keep checking out my content, and ring the bell button and put it to all, because as soon as I've got a new video, it will show up straight away with a notification. And keep the thumbs up going. And like I say, I'm trying to get up to 100 subscribers as soon as. I'm currently on 83, so it's climbing slowly, so really happy with the progress. And until next time, people, thanks a lot and peace out.